What's up, y'all? It's your boy Charles. Charles Arnaz World chiming in. I want to just give y'all a little insight what's going on. People been talking about this whole thing. I'm out here in LA, and people been talking about LA. Like, people been talking about LA like a dog, man. Like, LA ain't this, LA dirty, LA, the people rude, LA this, LA that. And I'm, you know what? I'm an LA transplant. And I came out here to, you know what I'm saying, for the movie industry and the television industry. Like a lot of people that come to LA, you know, from other places, they come out here for Hollywood and shit. You know, I didn't come out here to try to be no actor or nothing like that. I came out here to do like behind the scenes. Like, I wanted to be like the next John Singleton. That was my whole goal. I'm driving Uber now, so it didn't work out for me. So, you know what I'm saying? So I was doing videos like dissing LA. Now I will say this, what I was dissing about LA was the racism that goes on in Hollywood that I've seen the 18 years, 19, 20 years I've been out here. And these studios, how these studios do black people, and how what we're seeing on the screen of us is propaganda. They want to have the public think a certain way. And when you meet some of these people in Hollywood, a lot of these people in Hollywood are very racist, but that's for another video. But I was one of those people that were going online like, fuck LA, people out here are rude. I will say this, people out here are rude as hell. They ain't friendly. You know what I'm saying? This ain't the most friendly of environments. You know, what I'm used to. I grew up in Orlando, Florida, kind of like a, you know, blue collar, working class, everybody kind of got along neighborhood. If they didn't get along, they didn't speak to each other. You know, they at least said, you know what I'm saying, would say hello and shit. But here, you know what I'm saying? If these people out here, if they don't know you, they ain't speaking to you. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I had told a story where I went home. I had came out to LA, and where I'm from, we speak. People speak in my neighborhood. You know, where I'm from in Orlando. Hey, how you doing? Hey, how's it going? So I came out to LA with that same mentality. And let me tell you, man, people would look at me so crazy when I would speak to them. You know, first of all, motherfuckers LA's like to stare at you. That's some weird shit y'all LA motherfuckers do. Y'all just be looking. I'm like, what the fuck is like? So I'm thinking if you looking at me, you must be want to speak. So while I speak, y'all get offended if motherfuckers speak. Like, motherfucker, why you looking at me? That's some weird LA shit. But that's for another video. It's just a little weird LA native quirk shit that they do. It's kind of quirky. But other than that, I think what it is with LA, man, LA is cool. I met some cool people out here, though. Natives, some really cool people out here, for real. You know what I'm saying? I had a couple brothers put me up on game about LA people, man. They grew up here. He said, man, for the most part, LA people are like this, dog. Native LA people, if they see you ain't got nothing going on, they ain't trying to. They want to. If they talk to you, if they want to befriend you, they want to see if you know what I'm saying. They have seen that you got some kind of opportunity that you might have going on. You know what I'm saying? You might have something popping. That's why, basically what he was saying is, if they see LA people, if they don't see you got anything going on, they don't want to fuck with you. There's no genuine, hey, I want to let's be friends. Let's, you know, if they don't see they can benefit from being friends with you, they ain't trying to be friends with you. You know, that's a whole nother different. We're not being friends, but just being cordial. I shouldn't even say friends. I'll say just being cordial. Like, they ain't trying to get to know, you know, hey, how you doing? They ain't trying to do all that. If they feel like they can't work, you don't have anything going on. You know what I'm saying? They feel like they can't get nothing out of you, you know? Which is a different mentality that I grew up in. I grew up in the mentality of, you know, look out for each other. People in your neighborhood, hey, how you doing? Get to know people in your neighborhood, stuff like that. You can speak, say hello. I mean, technically, Florida's not really considered the South, but it's the South. So we kind of stay hold to a lot of Southern traditions, like saying hello to somebody, you know, walking by, say hello, you know, yes ma'am, no ma'am, excuse me. Although my mom never really preached that to us. She didn't really make us say yes ma'am, no ma'am, you know what I'm saying? But I know a lot of families in the South, in Florida, did do that. Hey, you say yes ma'am, excuse me, hello, thank you. You know, manners. You know what I'm saying? One thing I will say about LA people, though, I know it's supposed to be a positive video about LA, but these motherfuckers do not know shit about manners. Thank you, excuse me. They feel like that's being weak. I think what it is with LA people, they think that's being weak. If you say thank you, that's not gangster. when in reality, the real gangsters that these motherfuckers want to emulate, like the mafia gangsters, they were the most polite people in the world. You just couldn't cross them. You know what I'm saying? The real gangsters. But I think what it is with a lot of people who diss in LA is this. A lot of people come out to LA from other places looking for something, like I did. And I have to admit, I was one of the ones. You know, a lot of people come out to LA waging for something, looking for whether it be Hollywood or a big job promotion, or they thought they was gonna come out here and start a business and it didn't go like they thought it was gonna go. The business didn't fold, or they couldn't get along, you know what I'm saying? Or they had a business partner that folded, or a bad relationship. A lot of people come out, a lot of transplants come out to LA from different places with their eyes open and their hands out, and hoping to get something. And then when it doesn't happen like they thought it would, 5-10 years later, like my ass, then they get the dissing. Oh, fuck this city, fuck LA, these people out here are shitty. You know what I'm saying? That's when, you know what I mean? Because, I had a friend of mine that told me that from LA. He said, man, he told me straight up, he said, that's what it is. He said, that's why we get the kind of the bad, dark light we've been getting on LA recently. It's not from us. There's some transplants that came out here thought they was going to be the next Eddie Murphy or the next Ryan Coogler, like my ass. And then when it didn't go like they thought it was going to go, and they working a shitty job, you know what I'm saying, barely making it 5, 6 years, 10 years later, then it's like, fuck this city. You know what I'm saying? That's what the bad blood, some woman came out here to be an actress, and she thought she was going to be the next Meryl Streep, and she didn't become the next Meryl Streep. So now she working at, as a manager at T-Mobile. She moved out here from Arkansas or whatever. She 1,500 miles away from home, and now she out here working a T-Mobile job 7, 8 years, 9 years later. And she thinking to herself, damn, I could have worked this shit in Arkansas and stayed with my family and back home. I'm gonna be resorted to doing this. And so they start to have a bitterness towards it. So then what ends up happening, that same woman that came out here to become an actress, she looking at, these people, fuck these people. These people are a bunch of assholes. And you start to get kind of bitter. You know what I'm saying? And that's me. I was me. You start getting kind of bitter about the people, the city, this dirty shit. You start when you came out, you was like, oh, Eddie, when I came out to LA, I thought LA was the shit. Like, this place is the shit. 2 weeks into LA, I thought, man, I thought I already made it. You know what I'm saying? But as time went on, as I went and hustling that dream and, dream deferred, knocking on Hollywood's door, you start to get kind of doubt, and you start to kind of get kind of bitterness in your heart. Like, then you start looking at the people like, fuck these people. Which I will say this though, LA people are some assholes. I ain't gonna change that fucking position. They some assholes. LA people are some assholes. I will say that. Even the kids are assholes. But it's, in this type of environment, you kind of got to be an asshole. You know what I'm saying? Do I think LA still has potential? Yeah. But I think you have to come out here with first of all, if you come out here to do anything in LA, don't come out to LA unless you got something already lined up. That's what the advice I would give somebody that's coming out to LA. Unless you already got something lined up where you got connections with people out here, or some studio sent for you to come out here and they're gonna put you up for a couple of days, and while you're doing your auditions or whatever you're doing out here. Don't come to LA unless you got something already lined up. Whether you got a job already lined up, if you come in for an interview, have that already in position where you can go right back if once the interview over. Don't come out to LA like I did. That's one thing I think I messed up at when coming out to LA, and why I kind of had a bitterness towards Los Angeles. I came out here cold call, and I learned later on, dude, don't ever come to LA. Don't ever come to a city just on a whim. Like certain places you can do that. Like I guess maybe like Atlanta, if you're not trying to get into the Hollywood world. But if you're trying to get into like the Hollywood world or anything in entertainment, you know what I'm saying? Don't come out to LA unless you're invited. Unless a studio or some producer or some exec and they're flying you out to meet with you to see. Like I had my friend back home. He was trying to be but he wasn't trying to be, but he had actually got some. This is back when MySpace was popping. That's how long ago it was. He got some buzz with his hip hop with his music online. He was getting some traction, and I think it was Warner Brothers Music actually flew. Yeah, Warner Brothers Music actually flew him out, put him up for like 2 days, and had meetings with him and everything. And then flew him back. And paid for the hotel. That's what I'm saying. You want to do something outside of the Hollywood system that's going to make Hollywood, that's going to garner some vibe, get some attention, national, and have Hollywood send for you to come out here to make it happen. You know what I'm saying? But coming out here like thousands of people cold call with your resume in your hand, your ass gonna be driving Uber like me. Either way, what y'all think, man? Leave your comments. Let's talk about it.